What goes on, y'all? It's your girl Isha, aka Asia, and I am back with some more May messages. Thank you all for your patience. The things I've been thinking, you already know what's up, so I'm not even gonna take too long in the beginning. Let's just get into it. If you've got Pisces, Cancer, Scorpio, and your Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus, if you're nasty, then these messages are going to be for you. May I have two cards, two messages for the month of May for my water sign spirit? One more. That's two. One more. That's two again. Good Lord. Can I just have one more? Thank you. Thank you. And I'm going to thank you. First is magic number 26. Okay. You feeling a little magic in the universe? Love that for you. A lot of earth here. So you could have earth placements. And then we have transcending Atlantis. Number 39. Okay. 9 and 3 is what? 9, 10, 11, 12? So you got 26 and 39. So those numbers could be of significance. 6 and 2 is 8. 9 and 3 is 12, baby. So let's see what's going on. Let's see what's... Oh, immediately split the deck. We got the Fool. Aquarius energy could be of significance. And the Four of Swords, indicating taking a leap of faith as well as taking some rest. So maybe you just finished doing something for yourself that could have been taking a lot of energy from you to get to this point to where you are now, and you're being called to rest at this time. Okay, so speaking of being called to rest, you see this deck? See that Knight of Cups? He look pretty cool, don't he? All right, you could get this with the Afro Anime Tarot deck. All right, because I can get you 10% off of that. So if you're a fan of this deck and you would like a deck that includes your interests, aka anime, aka Afro, if you happen to have one, you know what I'm talking about. Why wouldn't you want your deck to look like this? Your Magician to look like this? Your Page of Cups to look like this? All right. So if you're interested in a deck like this, trust me, I got you with the 10% off code. All right. So just hit me up in the comments and I got you. I can hook you up with my 10% off referral code, okay? It'll automatically be added at checkout. You get it off your whole purchase. Trust me, I got you. So, what is magic for my water signs? May I have two cards, Spirit? What is magic? Eight of Swords and the Nine of Pentacles came out in reverse. So, do you feel like maybe then your magic has been taken from you and you're kind of starting over a little bit? So, Eight of Swords indicates feeling trapped, feeling bound, feeling stuck in your thoughts, a lot of wondering and doubt, okay? And then the Nine of Pentacles in reverse talks about codependency, not being able to stand on your own too, wanting that independence, but having difficulty in really grinding and getting there. So maybe this is something that you have been dealing with, and you're being reminded that there's no point in being in this space because you are magic. So instead of feeling like you're trapped and that there's nothing you can do, transmute that, friend. You have what it takes. Child, you have what it takes to transmute it. Queen of Wands. You're passionate. All right? You're headstrong in a positive way. All right? You're not aggressive. You're just direct and you know what you want. And you don't stand for no bullshit. So tap into that. This is truly who you are right here, so tap into it. What's the Eight of Swords, Spirit? Eight of Swords is the Three of Wands and the Knight of Cups. So maybe you're in your head about a situation that you've put a lot of emotion into. You're hoping that something can come towards you that you've been waiting a long time for. And this is, whatever this is that you've been waiting for, that's what's been causing you to be in your head so much. So you could be waiting for a romantic offer. You could be waiting for a creative burst. You could be waiting for an opportunity to express your emotions in a way that someone can understand it. Yeah, the Empress in reverse. So it could be that whoever this particular individual is, maybe you're having a hard time communicating with them. And you could even be waiting for some type of love to come from them. So this could be a mother figure. Taurus energy could be of significance. So you may be, so I'm getting a lot of messages for some of you, you could be in your head waiting for maybe even an apology from a water sign. I mean, not a water sign, apology from a mother figure. Maybe you're in your head because you're waiting for somebody to say, hey, I may have taken more from you than I should have. Maybe maybe I'm taking too much from you. You could have a parent that could be taking advantage of you right now, and you could be kind of stuck deciding on, okay, is this something that I really want to deal with? Should I just go ahead and have that conversation with them? This could also be just a feminine figure in your life. So then what is the Nine of Pentacles in reverse, Spirit? What is the Nine of Pentacles in reverse? The Four of Wands in reverse and the Knight of Swords. Yeah, so someone's coming in with communication about why things didn't necessarily work out. Someone could be talking about how they perhaps played a role in you feeling codependent or you not being able to get that home that you wanted. This could be someone, you could be someone, again, that you're trying to move, or you could be living with a parent and it's just like things aren't working out the way that you needed it to, or you're living with a roommate, you're living with a sister, whoever this person is. You've been racking your brain waiting for an apology from this person, and I wonder if it's worth even waiting for, because it's taking you out of the person that you're meant to be, waiting on something. And I get that. Yeah, you're waiting for a reconciliation. I don't think it's gonna come though with this Three of Cups in reverse. So I think the magic the magic in this is transmuting all of this into something that works for you, because whoever this person is, they're emotionally avoidant. Okay? They could be emotionally stagnant as well, and they're not willing to make things balance out. Someone doesn't want shit to work out. Libra energy could be of significance. So then what is the advice then for my fire signs when it comes to this particular situation? What's the magic? What do they need to know? What's the advice? Go forward. You're going to have to leave whatever this is behind. Whatever this is with this person that you might even be a little bit afraid of. I'm not even going to hold you. But you're not going to be able to step into your full self until you come to terms with the fact that you're not going to get the apology from this person. You're going to have to give it to yourself. Yeah, they're not, you're going to have to give it to yourself. They're not going to give it to you. And that's really unfair. That's really unfair. But you're being called to move forward. You know what? I'm going to read magic for you guys just because of I don't know. I'm just feeling called to read it, so I'm going to go ahead and do that. So number 26. All right. So the key is trusting in something you can't see or hear. Of course, you may have doubts. That's hilarious. We all do. But magic happens when you can acknowledge your mistrust and at the same time believe. Even if your faith is the size of a mustard seed, it can still spur on amazing things in your life. Faith is the foundation of the ability to manifest. So that's interesting, because the first card that we saw when I started, I was pre-shuffling, was the Fool. Okay, and that talks about faith. That talks about taking a leap, and trusting in yourself. Okay, this is the sign of massive clutter clearing out might need to be in order to make way for magic to ignite in your life. You need to release your mental, physical, and emotional load. That's nuts. So your magic is coming. You got to release some shit. That's nuts. I love being right. I ain't gonna hold you. I do. I do. All right. So what? 39. Transcending. What are my fire signs transcending, Spirit? What's transcending? 2 cards, please. Ooh, okay. High Priestess and the Queen of Cups. Oh, so you're coming into your emotionality side. I love that for you. Pisces energy could be of significance with the High Priestess. So you're trusting your emotions and you're coming more intuitive. You're being an intuitive bear, and I love that for you. So this all this that you've been dealing with, and you're moving forward, is because you're called to be divine. You're being called to recognize that, listen, you should we all have feminine, masculine energies within us, okay? So when we see the Queen of Cups, it doesn't necessarily mean that could be someone else. I feel like you are transcending into your Queen of Cups. So if you are, you identify as a masculine type person, just recognize that we have that duality in us, to where we have the side where we're more nurturing, where we're more kind and compassionate and giving, and we know, and you know that you have that capacity, but perhaps because you've been dealing with a lot of situations that didn't work out in your favor, that weren't celebrated, maybe you didn't have a safe space to be emotional and at a young age. And maybe now you're dealing with certain things to move forward to where you do have the emotional capacity to be vulnerable, to share that compassion with others, to be soft. I love that. What's the Queen of Cups? Ace of Swords, Eight of Swords, and the Six of Cups in reverse. Yeah, brain blast. A new beginning is coming in, okay? Because you had an epiphany that, hey, you know what? If I'm gonna stay stuck in my head and stressed out all the time, losing out on sleep, waking up thinking about I should have said this, I should have said that, I should have done this, I should have done that. When if you don't do the inner child healing, dealing with things in the past that you may not have worked through, this is what you can anticipate. But I feel like you know that you have to do something about that with this Ace of Swords right here. A conversation has to be had, or a way of thinking needs to be developed in order for you to get to the point where you recognize, listen, ain't nothing wrong with being an emotional person and having the capacity to recognize your emotions. That's a superpower. At the bottom of the deck is a Ten of Cups in reverse. So yeah, this could very well have to do with a family member. Cups, again, talks about emotions. So you're transcending from a place where, again, like I said, as a child, you may not have had the opportunity to express your emotions. And you're giving yourself even that opportunity now, I see. Hold on, we're putting that back because I didn't ask that. So far, signs of its significance especially are Pisces. Biggest one right now is Pisces. Yeah, Pisces. Heavy Pisces right now. So what is the High Priestess spirit for transcending for my fire signs? I mean, my water signs, excuse me. You could be dealing with a fire sign. Because I feel like I said fire signs earlier. You could be dealing with a fire sign. Their fire sign could have significance with this. You got the Wheel of Fortune in reverse and then the Page of Wands. So there could have been something that ended. Something that was light, just a fun, passionate endeavor, perhaps. And you could have recognized that you had to go, in order for you to move forward, in order for you to be emotionally sound, you had to walk away from this, no matter how much fun it was. You had to choose yourself, Queen of Pentacles. Yeah. You're transcending. That's two queens. You're transcending. There also could be another you could have a earth sign, Virgo, Taurus, Capricorn, feminine energy that's coming into your life that wants to help you build, that wants to help you transcend. Yeah, because they recognize that you're dissatisfied. Someone disappointed you. Big time. Yeah. Broke the trust, and now you're coming into a space where you're going to have the opportunity to heal, to practice patience, and to gain more balance. So let's go ahead and get into these love messages for the month of May for you, water signs. Let's just go ahead and do this real quick for the one time and not the two. What love messages do you have for the month of May? 2 cards, please, for my water signs. For the month of May, 2 cards for my water signs for love messages. First, you got the Queen of Cups in reverse. Okay, let's see what else goes on. One more, Spirit? Okay, then fine, I'll do all of it. Okay. You got the World in reverse, the 9 of Pentacles in reverse, and the 4 of Pentacles. What's at the bottom of the deck? The Page of Swords in reverse. Oh, so there could have been a situation where you had to end something with someone because they may have been holding on a little bit too tightly to you, or you were holding on too tightly to the fact that this person could help you get to where you needed to go. And you recognize that this person wasn't going to help you be your fully independent self. This person could also have made you feel like you could finally let go of the reins for a little bit and let them take control. And it was like, damn, finally I can be in my femininity. I can relax. And it feels like this person pulled you out of that. This person could for sure be spying on you. You may be having some anxiety right now, where it's like, I don't know what went wrong. Somebody unfortunately turned out to detach out of nowhere. They could have been manipulative as well. But happiness is coming. Happiness is definitely coming. Leo energy could be a significance. Again, with the world as where you've got Leo, Taurus, you got Leo, Taurus, Scorpio, Aquarius energy could be of significance. But something for sure ended. And I think you might be holding on to some, you may still be holding on to this. And I think you need to let it go, because you're again, this is the second Nine of Pentacles. So this earlier may have been about a love situation, but I wasn't sure. So for sure, this is 2, this is 9. So you could be seeing 999. 999 talks about endings, friend. You got to let somebody go, because they could be turning you into somebody that you don't want to be anymore. They could be very selfish. They could be demanding. Yeah, something's still hidden too. Pisces energy again could be a significance. We got the Empress right under that. So it's not like this person doesn't recognize who you are. Unfortunately, that doesn't mean that they're going to act like they know what they're going to act right. And that's unfortunately when it comes to a lot of situations. So what is the advice? 5 of Cups. It's going to leave you in grief. You're going to regret it if you go back to this person. Yeah, the Hermit in reverse. I get it. You don't want to be alone. It's lonely. Especially after you found someone that you felt like gets you, being seen, feeling loved. Especially when you've been tired and you've been dealing with stuff for so long. It's just like, damn, I'm tired of this shit. Only to recognize that this person is only going to leave you with grief and sorrow. That's painful. And I'm so sorry that that's something that you're going to be dealing with this month, or already have been. But just know that if in order for you to get back on that Queen of Wands energy, to recognize your own magic and transcend, this is something that you had to deal with. Yeah, this broke you. Leo energy again could be of significance. You can't hold on too tightly to this anymore. You're going to keep getting bit if you keep holding on to this. You're going to have to let it go. Yeah, you're going to have to let it go. So what are the messages that we have from whoever this person is that has been hurt, my friend? Because what the fuck is this? What the fuck? Let's find out, shall we? May I have 4 cards? Who is this person? Sexual desire. The passion I feel is overwhelming. I don't know how to, this is, okay. Okay. So now you got a whole bunch to fucking say. Oh, gosh. So you got sexual desire. Okay. The passion I feel is overwhelming. I don't know how to handle this. Wow. Whoever this person is. And it's wild because usually like I'll kind of like feel something, but I honestly feel like the emotions are more on your side. And I think that person knew that and they took advantage. I can't stop thinking about you. Of course you can't. What signs are the shit? You've triggered me. Then go to fucking therapy. Like, the passion is too much. Again, passion. This person only wants your sex. Did you notice that this whole time while we were looking through this, the only cups that we saw initially with this Knight of Cups was your energy? Going on down here, this cups right here, your energy, inner childhood healing. You're going to have that conversation with the Ace of Swords with yourself. Okay? Because there's something about, like, if little you needs someone to love them more than you can love little you, then that's the conversation you need to have with yourself. Because you'll find someone to put in the place that you deserve to be, to love yourself. Because they'll come in and then they'll go and then they'll take it all with them. And then you got to fucking build. This person only wanted sex. The passion is too much. Look, I can't make you happy. They know that. 2 things with the passion just piss me off. Because that means this person is just using you. And that's fucked up. That's fucked up. And I really hope that if this was a message you needed, hey, should I leave this motherfucker? Am I making the right choices by moving forward? Yes, you absolutely are. May I have 4 messages for my water sign spirit? 2 more? Here we go. So your first is heal through art, creativity, expression. Express your shadows in art and let healing unfold. So you could be an artiste in multiple different ways. You could paint, you could draw, you could make those cute plant stickers. I mean, even aesthetics, esthetician, nails, all that shit. Heal through your art. You too could do tarot readings. You too could be someone that creates in so many different ways. Maybe you've been stifled. You got that page of wands right here. This talks about creativity, but it could have been stifled by this ending. Okay? Then you have resentment. It often festers, causing a desire for revenge. Let go of the past to find peace, forgiveness, release, serenity. We talked about that. Having to forgive yourself for that person, because that apology you're waiting for, you're not going to get, and you could be resentful right now. Wow. Come through, Spirit. Then you have authentic self. Be yourself. Everyone else is already taken. Uniqueness, individuality. Okay? Yes, indeed. And last is having hope. Navigate your shadows with compassion and gentleness. Grace, kindness, self-care. Hell yeah. Hope. Hope. Six of Swords. Moving forward. Trusting that you're being led to the right place. Hoping for better. Did I get a thingy for this? Hold on. For my Queen of Cups, the High Priestess for transcending, what is the advice for that situation? Because I didn't ask. Oh, shit. Oh, the Three of Wands. What you're waiting for is coming. But you have to do the work. You're going to have to do the work. It's time for you to put that work in. You want to do that healing? You're going to have to do some research. Talk to somebody that knows a little bit about therapy, perhaps. You could do that. Journaling, whatever it takes. But you're going to have to do this healing, or you're going to continue on this cycle. That's what I'm getting. You'll meet the same person in different forms, because a little inside you is reaching out for something, and whoever that person is, they know that. Yeah, they know that. They could love bomb you. They know that. And that's what's fucking hidden. They'll say they love you and whatever else, and love bomb you and all this other shit. And we had the moon. I saw it earlier. The moon. What's behind the moon? What's hidden? They're fucking lying. They're love bombing. Like I said, you know what? Let me get off this, because I'm just getting angry. I'm getting so angry. So I hope you all have appreciated this reading. I hope it resonates. Please make sure you don't let nobody play with your fucking emotions, because if there's anything anybody gonna do, it's play in your motherfucking face. And I'm sorry I'm angry. I just don't like when people take advantage of people's kindness, because there's so many other things you can do with your time than hurt somebody else because you're hurting. So I hope you this resonates with whoever it's meant to resonate with. Please make sure you like, comment, subscribe, share, do all the things. With your mammy, your granny, your auntie, and you already know what it's up, and you know what it is. You know what it ain't. I holler back.